Hello guys! Speculation surrounds NIO battery pricing changes in China, suggesting potential shifts in rentals, taxes, and sales strategies. Alright friends, we've heard some interesting rumors about the pricing of batteries. Remember, in China, buying a car does not include the battery. And there's no connection between renting a battery pack through battery swap and Europe, where this system is completely related to battery swaps. So, this applies only to China. The big rumors are that the monthly rental for a standard range battery pack will be reduced to less than 200 RMB, and then the monthly rental for a long-range battery pack will be reduced to less than 400 RMB. And this comes with the launch of the 150 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which will finally happen there. So, for the standard range battery pack, it's usually what you and I both experience. You pay 980 RMB per month plus 80 RMB for battery insurance. So, that 780 RMB per month will change, plus 80 RMB for battery insurance. And for the long-range battery pack, instead of paying 1680 RMB plus 80 every month, you'll pay 1280 plus 80, alright? And this just makes it much more affordable and much more reasonable. Now, regarding the extra 80 RMB battery insurance fee, there's speculation that NIO might eliminate it because it's quite unreasonable. Alright, the insurance you purchase for the car actually covers the battery pack as well. So this doesn't make sense that you're paying an extra 80 per month for insurance when it's already covered. So it's an extra redundant expense. There's a lot of talk about reducing this. Now, this will come directly with a price reduction on battery purchases as well. In other words, a price cut, but for the battery. The best way to understand this is that the price remains the same without the battery, but with the battery, the overall total purchase price is slightly reduced. So this will work to some extent like a price cut. Okay? And I believe many NIO owners will be upset that, oh my god, there's a price cut. What's happening? Well, only the price of the battery is being reduced, so this could be NIO way, of slightly reducing the overall purchase price of NIO. Now, of course, this situation will upset existing NIO owners who directly purchase the battery pack. But for NIO owners like you, who use the base, who buy the car with the base, who buy the battery rather than purchase it outright, this purchase price remains unchanged for us, and we also have lower monthly rentals. And that's great. And a big problem now with NIO in China is that NIO sales representatives are not recommending the base to customers because monthly payments basically last up to 40 years. This is forever. And it's more worth it to directly purchase the battery pack. And then you can finance it, and essentially the monthly payments remain the same. So, you carry more burden by choosing a bus than just the weight. And that's precisely why there hasn't been a recommendation for buses since 2024. In reality, there is a significant advantage that you may not be aware of. That is the imposition of a purchase tax on 300,000 EV and above, which makes it not very favorable for NIO. However, there is an exception. If you lease the battery instead of buying it, the tax is only applied to the vehicle value without the battery. This means that by choosing a bus and leasing the battery, you can significantly reduce or completely eliminate your taxes. Leasing the battery drastically reduces the overall cost, potentially even making you eligible for tax exemptions. So for NIO, this is a very effective way to acquire their vehicles without incurring excessive taxes. All these factors make NIO very advantageous, allowing customers to obtain NIO at a lower cost and in affordable monthly installments. Now, another interesting issue is how much NIO is charging customers for upgrading from a 75 to a 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack. To choose 100 over 75, there is an additional cost of a 58,000 RMB for 25 extra kilowatt hours, which seems impractical. This becomes extremely expensive for just a little extra range. If you calculate it, it comes to 2,320 RMB per kilowatt hour, which is not reasonable for any reference. In comparison, in peers like Zeekr, using a 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack instead of a 75 kilowatt-hour one costs only 20,000 RMB, which is significantly lower than NIO 58,000 RMB. So, NIO is charging almost 3 times more for upgrading to a 100 kilowatt-hour battery at the time of purchase. This is a significant issue because what you're hearing right now is that customers are only choosing the standard range battery pack. According to the CEO, 98% of customers choose the standard range battery pack and only 2% opt for the 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack. And this might seem good on the surface. And yes, with NIO, you can lease the 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack. And this is truly game-changing, undoubtedly. But still, you want customers to buy the 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which will increase the average selling price and, of course, boost your margin as well. Therefore, it doesn't make any sense for NIO to charge so much extra for the battery. And also, the 150 is coming soon. So, this means NIO will have to make room for it as well. We don't have any information about its pricing, but it's reasonable to understand that the price of the 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack will be reduced to make room for the 150. It was mentioned some time ago that the 150 kilowatt-hour battery pack will only be available for lease, so this means you can't actually buy it because it's very expensive. But if you want to go on a long-distance journey, you can rent and temporarily upgrade it for a few days if you wish, and this cost will be much more reasonable than buying a battery pack directly. Now, I don't have any information about whether this is true or not, but it seems very likely because now with ET7 having a range of more than 1,000 kilometers, it seems more feasible for more people. And then, there are also rumors with NIO about a 50 kilowatt-hour battery pack. So that's quite extensive too. I mean, maybe we're just software restricted, maybe just down to 50 from 75, or maybe it's a different battery pack. We don't have information about this either. But remember that for the Alps sub-brand, there is also a 60 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and then for the Alps sub-brand, there is also an 80. So there will be a lot of battery packs, so it will be very difficult to understand. And of course, with the first-generation swap stations, they have the capacity to store all these batteries. So this is very, very interesting. We can look forward to very good battery announcements, such as a price cut, but like a non-direct price cut that will actually help boost sales. In China EV market, NIO considers lowering battery rentals, eliminating insurance fees, and offering tax exemptions for leased batteries, enhancing affordability amidst upcoming innovations. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.